Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. Polkadot 9000 from the QSF E-Clan sent me this replay in a while back now. And at first, you know, I was always intending on using it, but I put it off for a while because I didn't really know what I was going to say. He's driving the Leopard PTA, which we're getting a nice view of here. If you're going to buy a tank and work your way all the way up to tier 9, you've got to enjoy the tank and have a look at it. Before you start the game, admire the vehicle, you know. Okay, so a little bit about it then. Well, it's a tier 9 medium, and to be perfectly honest with you, you may disagree, but there are really no bad tier 9 mediums. I mean, what have you got? You've got the Lorraine, French, main one. You've got the T-54 for the Russians. You've got this thing for the Germans. You've also got the E-50, but arguably called crap. It's not bad. Centurion 7-1 for the Brits. You've got the autoloader, which is on the enemy team, the T-54E1. More talking about him later. What have you got tier 9 that's non? You got the Pershing, then tier 9 in the Yanks. I can't remember. What does it go through? The Pershing, and then Pershing, and then I forget. My word. Spent so long trying to get there. Anyway, notes on a postcard. What comes after the Pershing? I can't remember. Anyway, long story short, he's got an early spotting advantage here. He basically spots a majority of the team that are coming this way, and he gets himself in a nice cheeky position here to get some shots at this T-54. It's the pattern. Pattern. How could the Globs forget the pattern? I'm having one of those days, guys. I've just got in from work and I decided to record this, and I'm just having a derpy day. A 10-second reload on this gun, very, very punchy. For those keen-eyed ones amongst you, you will notice that the majority of the tier 9 mediums, with the exception of the pattern, shoot APCR as standard. This one does. I think the Centurion 7-1 does as well. Very, very good guns on these tanks. This is actually a tier 10 cannon on this tank, so it's punching way above its, well, not above its weight, but it's a very, very punchy gun. Makes absolute mincemeat of an IS-3 there. Just to put it into perspective, quickly flash up the map. Okay, 268 pen, 390 alpha, and the heat is less. 330, no, it's actually more. 330 pen, 390 alpha. Okay, and he's making absolute mincemeat of these guys in the middle. T-54E1 spotted there, not proxy spotting him, so we're happy so far. We're just going to carry on staying here, basically. Just we've got a good position. Keep an eye on chat through this game. The trolling and the general bitchiness in chat is exactly what you'd expect of World of Tanks. Now, I've taken a reasonable period off World of Tanks. I've just basically got to the game. I got very similar to the stage where Jingle's got to be honest with you. Too busy worrying about my own performance. And I just stopped enjoying the game. It was one of those things, I was too busy. I was always moaning and bitching in chat on TeamSpeak and all that. The teams and, you know, useless and all this kind of stuff. But basically what I'm doing now is I'm just not giving a shit anymore. I don't care. Basically what I said to my guys is in the clan, if I get to the end of the game, I don't look at whether it's a win or a loss. I look at my own personal score, see how well I did. What I want to do, I want to be keeping up there with my current efficiency in WN8 and all that kind of stuff, and always striving to improve. Now he's noticed that the E50 is screaming for help. Right, he looks around, notices that the Centurion 7-1, which the Centurion 7-1 is arguably the best tank at tier 9. In fact, I would say, I haven't got one, but from what I've heard a few people say it's actually for them the best pound for pound tank in the game. Well, we'll get comments below on that one. What do you think is the best pound for pound tank in the game? I know what mine is. And then he's going to sneak around the corner and blow an hole in it. Now, he took a hit there, quite a substantial hit, right? But it only hit him in the viewport. Okay, where is the viewport on this tank? Where did he actually get hit? Let's have a look. There. Straight through the commander's hatch. Now, I thought that would have taken out his commander, personally. But it appears not. So, hey-ho. Back to fixed cam. And the crew fix it. Looks like he's not putting a repair crew at this stage. I don't think he's got repair crew. 12-second re-fixing of the observation device. He's basically chasing down this Centurion. He's got to be careful, though, because as Centurion got friends, you know, you can't go belting around the corner into the teeth, for example, of a couple of other heavies. That would be just ridiculously bad. And he managed to track Centurion 7-1. He doesn't want to go any further around the corner. He's been spotted. If he goes barreling around this corner, he doesn't know what's there. Now, just take stock. We're losing 10-5. The team's basically evaporated in the time it's took him to put a couple of shots into the Centurion. Basically, it's all gone horribly wrong. The WZ-131 is in a whole world of shit and is about to get his ass handed to him on a plate. Boom. By the VK-4502. But we can get him in a good position. Yep. Managed to plant a nice decent shot into him. It's a 10-second reload on this tank, so the DPM's not too bad. It's basically, for want of a better word, 6 rounds a minute, which isn't bad. Reasonably fast firing. Good alpha, good pen. And the T-30 wallops the 4502 and gets absolutely spread across the map in return. A T-30 up there, yeah, not a bad spot, but not something you want to stay with probably up there with 3 artillery pieces, high caliber artillery pieces in the game, but he did okay. Check him on the post-game stats, see how he got on, and basically the team's just melting. Good as WZ-111-4, WZ-111-4, why can't they just give that an easy name? WZ-111. Happy days. So he's our last remaining ally, and the T-54E1 gets killed. Now, stand by for the, we'll call it the Wrath of the Silh, the T-54E1. Just stand by for this in chat now. Anyway, so we're alone. Well, we're not alone yet, but we're WZ-111. Alright, it's just 2 of us. He's on ridiculously low health, and basically we've got 3 tanks and 3 artillery pieces left in the game. The WZ, I don't know why he went to peek there. Probably last spotted position of the object. Alright, and unfortunately, he gets what he wishes for. He goes down low. He pokes his head over. Basically gets himself absolutely spanned by the object for an 824 hit. Now, would it not have been better to shoot the 7-1 there? I don't know. Maybe it would have done. But I think the WZ-111's dead anyway. The object's about to reload. He's on about 13-14 second reload. Plant another shot into him. But he goes for the easy kill. Which, as far as the object's concerned, for me, that made sense for that play there. Take out one of the guns. But it's given Polka Dot a chance to get around him. Now, for the keen-eyed ones amongst you, you will notice that there are 5 enemy tanks remaining. This is Polka Dot's Kolobanov's opportunity, and it's a tier 9 Kolobanov's as well, a tier 9 game. Now, duking it out with that object, artillery's still ranging in. So what he's done is after he's killed the object, he keeps moving and then immediately doubles back. Right, and this is massively important at this stage that he doesn't knock any trees down or anything like that, because the arty have got a bird's eye view. And Mr. Silhath, fucking lunatic there, is basically still bitching about RNG. And basically this is where our team basically get involved. I just say, look, you're a twat, get a grip. He's one of the better players on their team, yeah, but he's acting like a complete tit. And this is for me one of the things that spoils World of Tanks. You know, if you're dead, just get over it. You know, don't sit there trolling. You know, oh, we spot one of the artillery pieces, which is all good now. That observation device is going to come back and plague him now. He hasn't bothered to fix it yet. Not many people will. But the thing is, in this late stage of the game, he wants to do his long-range spotting. And it becomes more apparent in a moment why it probably been a little bit better to fix it a little bit earlier. That's about the only criticism I have of this whole game. Here we go. I got more HP than WZ-111 every shot, and he one-shots me. Boo hoo 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 hoo. Dude, go fuck yourself. You know, average is average. Okay, it's average for a reason. Okay, an average damage roll. This is why I prefer ground forces, because you either die or you don't in ground forces, or you get shit blown off your tank. There is no health pools. Anyway, just ignore him. Now, this is one thing as well. Polka Dot, I think he's getting a bit distracted, a bit pissed off with this guy, because he actually starts talking about stuff in chat. Now, this is the point with the observation point. He got spotted there. He got spotted there by the IS-8's last known position kind of area, but he didn't see him. I think that the view range on these things is around 400. It's up in the 400s. He should have easily been able to spot him there. But anyway, he's taken an alternate route. One of the artillery already took a pot shot at him. Now, the artillery at this stage of the game will more than likely, a couple of them will be staying back in base if they've got any kind of house about them. And basically, one of them will go on cap. That would be the most intelligent thing to do. Now, this is the bit that really pisses me off. Yeah, this guy's a reasonably good player. And he starts trolling him. Nubis Kolobanov's incoming. Well, A Kolobanov's, regardless of how you maintain it and how you get it, is not noobish. And the Jagdtiger, thankfully, then says, can anybody help this Leopard? Right, to see where the IS-8 was last seen. Thankfully, Polkadot's got some sort of an IS, what do you call it, mod? What do you call it? XVM mod that tells him the last known position. So the Jagdtiger, kudos to him. So it's actually significant. Now, this is the other criticism. I said I only had one. This is the second. He makes a decision here. Well, I say it's a criticism. He's got two choices. Does he leave this IS-8 or does he kill it? Well, the Jagdtiger tells him he's AFK and basically says, you know, the rest of the team, like, don't kill him. Ignore him. You know, he's AFK. But then he comes back with a perfect response. Like the Lorraine there, look, leave him, he's AFK. His words at next statement's perfect. He's spotted me. I've got to kill him. There's 3 artillery pieces on the team. They're all ranging in this area. He's got to kill this guy because he can't. Well, he could drive off the edge, but who's to say this guy doesn't rejoin the game? You know, killing him. Yeah, stopping here though. Ugh. Just have a look how close that was. Yeah, that's where he was when he took the shot. If he'd have stayed still for a fraction of a second longer, could have been problems. But now he's basically got 3 artillery pieces to kill, which not really that strenuous of a task, but it could be. They only have to get lucky. There's no armour on this tank whatsoever. If one of those big ass high caliber shells, especially from the top tier one, the British one, if that hits him, he's screwed. Alright, so he's got to play careful. Now he's using his view range here, see if he can get spots on them. He's got a last known position of the 14-1. And the team are still helping him. You know, they've done the right. Some of them have done the right thing. You know, they've stayed in the game, and one of them starts to cap. All right, which is probably the most intelligent thing to do. I'll just speed the replay up a little bit while he goes back to cap. You're basing his eyes on the cap circle. All right, as quickly as possible. This is a standard game, so they can cap in the time. We've only got 3 minutes left. All right, so he has to get back and have a look, see what he can see. Now the artillery pieces are big ass bits of kit. 14-1's done the right thing in my opinion as a lower tier artillery. Gone all the way back, but unfortunately didn't hide his tank well enough. If you're in a lower tier game, you know, you can actually out view range people that are sat up here in a lower tier game. And he didn't actually get spotted either. It's one thing to remember. That artillery piece didn't spot him. Did that artillery piece have 6th sense? That's why he was jiggling his turret or he's jiggling his tank? I don't know. But he wasn't actually spotted by that guy. So the other artillery are oblivious to where he actually is. And this is the thing when you're playing late game as well. I mean, I don't get many situations like this, but you've really got to think. Your thinking dynamic's got to change a lot more. You need to try and outsmart your opponents because they only have to get lucky once. Alright, he has to be lucky 5 times. No, minimum 5 times. So he crests the ridge a little bit, has a look, and there's the F33805. He can't sit here, so he basically dives down the mountain, get as much speed up as he can, move across the guy's gun arc, and he misses. Fantastic. 450 HP. It's going to take either a really high... Oh, he doesn't do it. It would have took a really high roll. Alright, and there's Mr. Sylph guy there at the T-54 still fucking trolling. Dude, just fuck off. Seriously, I've got no time for dickheads like him. He's probably a really good player and a really nice chap, but you really are showing yourself up there, fella. So he managed to take out the British RT, and here we go. An M12. Shouldn't be an issue. Take your time. Aim. Tier 9 Kolobanovs. Fantastic. Let's look at the post-game stats then. Oh, okay, and here we've got the post-game stats then. Now, I didn't notice this when I actually read the post-game stats. He's actually put in the replay description what his skills are on his crew. And he's got reasonably good repair skills on most of his crew. 65% on the commander's letting me down a little bit, so that was a 12 seconds on that observation replay. Replay. God, I can't even get my words out. Ugh. Take a breath, Globs. I'm focused. Okay, that's what affected his 12 seconds repairing his observation device. So, a whole plethora of medals on that one then. Obviously, it's going to be a Mastery Badge game. Mastery Badge Ace Tanker in quite a popular Tier 9 medium. Netted him 3,914. You know, if you can get a Kolobanov's Mastery Badge for your first times 2 of the day, it's always good, and 74,000 credits. He got a Pascucci medal, according to the destruction of 3 enemy self-propelled guns. Fantastic. High caliber, Top Gun, and the elusive, the much coveted Kolobanov's medal. Alright.
it's the one medal I want. I've had a Kolobanov's opportunity, for those of you know about the channel. I had one in my VK 3001 H replay, and I cocked it up. Polka Dot played that perfectly. Just to put it into perspective, honorable mention this one, the WZ111 had a fantastic game. T30 did okay. So look on the enemy team. T54E1, this guy, the ultimate troll. He had a good game. Dude, play with honour. You know, do your best and just stop. Oh, anyway. And Scope Wizard in the Centurion did a really good effort there. Really, really good effort, honourable mention. 5,801 damage. Pretty badass. 1,300 base experience. Yeah, with the Kolobanovs. He took hardly any damage in that game. That's the key thing for this replay for me, as well as the Kolobanovs, which is an absolute amazing, amazing achievement. He did it without hardly even a scratch. Yeah. GG Polka Dot. Keep sending them in, buddy. Absolute pleasure to do this replay. Yeah. Keep sending them in. I've got a couple more to do. And then it's going to be back to Ground Forces and the Let's Play series. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye now.